All right, let's get to it. All right, all right. Good evening, everyone. Everyone tuning in. This is Daily Training Live, going back at it again, once again, through the spirit. We're going to get right into it. Today is leg day. Today is arm day. Just had back day yesterday and the day before chest. Over here, we do a 4-day split. First day, chest. Second day, back. Third day, arms. Fourth day, legs. Then we recycle. If we feel like we need a break, no rest days over here, so we'll do 5th day being abs, but then we jump right back into that 4-day split cycle. So we're going to get right into it. Try to finish this up before the sun goes down completely. We're out here at the beautiful park. Let's get on it. So, first we're going to start out with a little warm-up. Do some arm circles. Get them joints nice and ready. Get your joints and tendons all slicked up. Let's get down to it. So as we're doing our little warm-up stretch, I'll explain what's going to go on today. We're going to start out with at least 2 sets of using a pull-up bar. You got to improvise if you don't have what I'm using, no matter what workout day it is, no matter what muscle you're working. You got to yourself improvise. But today, we're going to use a pull-up bar for the first 2 sets. We're working out arms today, so we're going to warm up the biceps by doing chin-ups, and we're not going to do full range of motion. What we're going to do is burst spurt reps, or the upper half of the pull-up. We're going to do shorter burst reps in order to warm up and get a nice quick pump on the biceps, warm up the biceps. Okay, because when you're doing full range of motion, again, you're breaking contractions of different muscle groups the first half and then going to another muscle group the second half. We want to completely stay with the biceps. So we're going to do the upper half of that pull-up for however many reps you can. I'm going to do 20 to 30. If I can do more, I'm going to do more, but that's just a number I'm placing in my head. If you can't do as many, do whatever you can. Just show up. And then after the pull-ups, after those 2 sets, we're going to come over here and finish our arm day. It's going to be biceps and delts, specifically rear and mid delts. See, 2 days ago, we already worked out the front delts, doing dips and push-ups, diamond push-ups also. So that was working out the front delts. Now we're going to hit rear and mid delt today. Yesterday we did back. So on back day over here, we also hit triceps. Well, we're not going to hit triceps today. We're specifically going to hit the biceps, mid, and rear delt. So we'll get right onto the bar. Let's go over to the bar real quick. burst reps, power reps. Remember, on these reps, we're going to do the upper half. We're not going to go past the upper half of the pull-up itself to get that good pump. We're warming up the biceps with these 2 sets, but you want to max out on each set. However many reps you can do, max out on it till failure, till you can't do anymore, till you feel that burn. And I'm going to show you how we do it. It's not your standard chin-up. Again, not full range of motion. You come up to the bar. Once your chin is past the bar, you come out, then back in. You're not dropping down. You're not coming up, pulling your chin over the bar, then dropping back down, and doing that over and over. No, we're coming up to the bar, then pushing out, bringing back in, pushing out, pulling back in, pushing out, pulling back in. And hopefully you end up getting a ball. You want that ball. Dudes in jail and prison who don't got much equipment, this is how they get jacked. This is how they get swole. Let's get to it. She's nicely stretched out, warmed up. Prevent injury. Remember, set a goal in your mind. If you can't hit that goal, don't worry about it. Just show up. Do whatever you can. Let's get to it. Close grip. Elbows tucked. You're gonna do one more set of that, just to get a quick warm up on the biceps. Get them hot and rolling. Ain't gonna take too much longer to break. 45 to a minute. We're back at it. Back up for one more. Remember, burst reps. We're not doing full range of motion. We're not even doing a chin up. We're coming up over that bar and pushing out with your arms, with your biceps, and pulling back in with your biceps. Pushing out, pulling back in, pushing out, pulling back in, contracting the biceps. Close grip. Let's get it. All right, let's go back to the mat. We may begin our workout. Let's get this going. I'm your workout buddy for today. There is no excuse. Just show up. Just show up. And with this, I recommend you get some bands like these. Don't cost too much at Walmart. Maybe 25, 30 bucks. Get these resistance tubes, man. Nothing like them. Nothing like them. So we're gonna go relatively heavy with the bands. This is considered pounder plus. We'll start out 30. We used to use a 20. I got a little stronger, so we'll go with 80 pounds of resistance. Okay. And today we won't put the bar. We got the bar right here. We're not gonna do the bar. For biceps specifically, we're gonna use these grip handles. Get to it. Set up real quick. We'll be good to go. Now, in between these sets, we're not going to take longer than 5 seconds, no matter what the pump is. So if you still got a pump left over for the next set, that's fine. That's better when it comes to arms, biceps, and delts specifically, because you want to keep that blood flow pumping to maximize your results, maximize your gains. You want to keep that pump going. Oh. 30 real quick. All right. Always try to keep them. See, these kind of got mixed up. You want to keep them on the same plane. I keep the heavier band on the outside or farthest from me, and then the lighter goes on the inside. Got this lighter one right here on the inside. All right, let's get these shoes off. We're doing in and outs. We're starting with in and outs. In and out bicep curls. Slide these under your feet. Always make sure before you start using the bands, wherever they're positioned at, wherever the foundation line is, whether your feet, if you're sitting on them, your butt, your glutes, whatever the foundation line is, that line right there, make sure it matches and everything's even so you don't have an inconsistency with weight distribution. You want everything to be balanced and level. So what I do is I pull all the way up and I just adjust till I feel that it's balanced out, even resistance on each side, and then you can pull upwards evenly at the same time with each arm to feel if it's balanced out. And it feels balanced. And you give it a test run. We're doing ins and outs. Okay? So this is going to be our set. They feel balanced. First set of curls with the bands. This is about 80 pounds of resistance. Ins and outs. So first rep here. Then you got rep number 2. Then you start over. 3, 4. Ins and outs. Make sure on each rep, whether it's the in or outward, you want the face of your palms, wherever your palms are facing, you want them to be twisted in so you can get that peak in the bicep. Excuse me. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get to it. You can set a goal. These are so effective that you could either set a goal in your mind or you can just do however many reps until failure, so you feel that burn, that pump and burn simultaneously. Let's get it. In, outwards. In, outwards. You should already start feeling that burn, that pump. If not, you picked the wrong weight, the wrong resistance bands. You could even do this with dumbbells too if you want. It doesn't matter. I'm using the bands. I get a better pump. I get better blood flow with the bands. There's something about the resistance with these. It's better than dumbbells for me. And we're all different though. So you choose what's best. You choose what's available. That's set 1. How do you even count the reps? Because I already feel cooked. That warm-up that we did on the pull-up bar, should already have that blood flowing. So after that, it don't take too many reps. We want to position ourselves for these sets right here, doing arms, to where we already got that blood flowing. So we don't got to do extra reps. We don't got to do extra reps to get that pump. That's what it's about. Let's get back on down there. Try not to break for longer than 45 to 60. And get right back to it. Get right back on it. So we can keep, even if you got a slight pump left over, which you should, in between sets. And when you're about to start your next set, it helps strengthen the muscle, but also build more power in the muscle. We're not just bodybuilding, we're not just powerlifting. This is power building. We're building power, speed, and strength. So keeping that pump helps out with that. You're constantly working out these muscles, tearing the tissues at a minor level. That's one. That's two. That's three. 4. Ins and outs. Let's go. 6. You don't need much of these, man. You're going in and out. You're hitting the bicep in 2 different ways, man. This should kill you. Hey, guys! 2 more. With these bicep curls specifically, if you can stay under 15 reps, 16 reps while getting a max pump, you really don't need to swap out the resistance, but choose the proper resistance, the proper weight in order to get that pump, that blood flow by your 15th or 16th rep. That's very important. Excuse me. If you're not feeling that pump, that blood flow by the 15th or 16th rep on each set, you might have gone too light on your resistance / weights. So make sure you pick it up. Learn yourself, learn your body, find out what works right, so you can get them, so you can max out your gains, maximizing your blood flow. Sound like a broken record, but this is what it takes. And during our rest, we can crouch down, putting your elbows in between your knees at this shoulder, your leg being shoulder length apart, and just squeeze. Look at the biceps. Look at my biceps. Squeeze. Wrist turning inwards as much as possible. Squeeze and we'll squeeze. That alone right there is its own workout. Okay? And if I wanted to, I could put more weight. But I'm still good with this. My last couple sets, I'd probably do maybe from 8 to 12 reps. But right now, I'm still within that 15 to 16 rep marker for each set. So if you want to build leaner muscle, your goal is around 15 to 16 reps per set. If you want more mass driven, you got to up the resistance to where you're feeling that max out pump without causing injury. So your maxed out pump from around 8 to 12 reps. So anything from 8 reps to 16 reps on arm day is good. As long as you're feeling that pump. You got to feel that burn on them last 3 reps, how 20 work brings up. You got to feel that burn on the last 3 reps, at least, if not the last 6 reps. Some of y'all are beasts, and I know it, so y'all can keep going and going, feeling the burn. No pain, no gain. If you can continue, if you got the discipline, you can keep feeling the pain and keep going, good for you. Do that without injuring yourself. Let's get to it. Back at it. Third set. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Inwards. Outwards. I'm already dying. 2 more. After this, 2 more. Take a little break. Back at it. Elbows tucked in as close as possible to the body. Palms of your fist twisting inwards as much as possible. Oh, that one burned. Do what you can. Just show up. Just press play. Don't be in your head about it. Do what you can. Now, if I wasn't using dumbbells, or if I was using dumbbells and not these resistance bands, in between sets, if you're more on the elite side, you can do jump ropes without the jump ropes, or with. You can do jumping jacks, knee raises, leg raises. You can keep moving if you want. For me, I'm keeping my feet on these resistance bands so I don't lose the balance, so I don't lose the proper proportion of resistance. So everybody get to the next set. If I recall correctly, I think this is set number 4. You don't need much. That's why I have us initially in the beginning. We got up on the chin-up bar, the pull-up bar. We did those chin-ups, right? But not full range of motion, pushing out, pulling back in. Not down, but pushing out, pulling back in. So we can get that blood flow going. So you really don't need too many sets to hit biceps when you're doing it properly, proper form, proper resistance. Make sure you're choosing the right weight, the right resistance. That really matters. Your rep range, 8 to 16. Let's go. I still got a little bit of a pump, which is ideal for starting the next set. You want to have a little bit of that blood flow going intensely so you can reach that pump again, but even better, and continue to tear down the fibers on a minuscule level. Not injuring yourself, but doing it right, doing it properly. Let's get to it. This is daily training live. We do this every day, boy. No breaks. No breaks. No rest days. Not us over here. We're disciplined. Disciple means discipline. We're disciples over here. I got 4 more. A little rest. Ooh. Those hurt. I love the in and outs, man. Any exercise I show you. Any exercise I show you is going to be typically the best exercises available to maximize your gains for any muscle group, whether it's the push-ups I tell you to do, the decline push-ups, the decline diamond push-ups, working out all your chest. Most push-ups, you're just working out the lower part. You want to build everything. We're trying to isolate specific muscle groups at a time. At the most, I don't want to isolate anything really, if I can, more than one muscle group at a time. So with these curls going inwards, then outwards on that second rep, you're maximizing your gains already just doing those. You're hitting everything of the bicep. Probably got 2 sets left, maybe 3. And then we're done with biceps. We can move on to delts. We're gonna hit mid and rear delts. Going back and forth. We'll show you how that's done. All right, 2 more sets of this. Do what you can. I'm gonna try to hit 12 maybe, if not 10. Get on up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Typically, when you set a goal in your mind, it's harder to reach it. It's something psychological about resistance training. When you set a goal, it's harder to reach. Pushes you to go harder. One more. Down here, while you got that pump, extend out those fibers. Stretch out those muscle fibers you're working. You're slightly tearing. Don't want to tear your muscles, but your fibers when you're working out properly, having the right resistance, having the right weight. You're tearing them at a minuscule level, at the molecular level, basically, while not injuring yourself, tearing your muscle fibers. You're slightly tearing them, little by little, and then they build back up. They tear, and they build back up. But don't get it confused with the actual level 2 to level 3 grade tear. No, you don't want to do that. Hopefully you guys can see me. I tried to start this before, or finish this before the sun went down, but it's going down. So hopefully y'all can still see me. This light keeps going on and on. All right, back down. Last bicep set. You don't need much. If you're using the right resistance, the right weight, you don't need to do 10 to 20 bicep curls, or 10 to 20 sets of biceps. You don't need that. You got to pick the right weight. You got to be efficient with the time that you have. Remember, over here at Daily Training Live, we're not trying to surpass an hour for each session. So let's get on to it. If we pass it, oh well. We're not trying to spend too much time, you know. We want to work efficiently, not backwards. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more. And 2. Squeeze that bicep. We're done with those. We're done with those. From here, I'm wondering if I'm supposed to just stay on these bands. Yeah, I have the proper weight also for my rear delts. So really, I didn't have to move my legs. We'll get back on down there, bro. We're gonna start with hitting rear delts. So what we're gonna do with these, cross them over, bend the knees, get in a comfortable position because you're gonna be down here for a while. And we're gonna do rear delt extension. So I want you to imagine in your mind your rear delt back here. You gotta imagine you're contracting, in other words, squeezing your rear delt. Okay? From here, as you're contracting that rear delt, come up here. Whatever feels comfortable to you, then back down. Not all the way, around this area. Then continue to do the same. Repeat the cycle. So let's get on it. Set a goal. Try to reach that goal. I love doing this. I was around 20, 21. That's typically my first set, rear delts. Then we're gonna move it down using the same resistance. You can up the weight, you can lower the weight. It's up to you. The way you know is it feels too hard to reach your 8 to 12 reps for size or 15 to 16 for lean mass. Feels too heavy, you got to go down. It feels too light. If it wasn't enough, you couldn't get that pump by them reps. You got to go up in weight. You got to go up in resistance. It's up to you. I'm staying where I'm at. The better your contraction, the better the pump, the less you got to move around with the weights. You got to understand, in jail and prison, you got dudes coming out solid, swole, jacked, lean, ripped, with mass too, with size, if you're about size. But guess what? In jail and prison, they don't got too much of a weight variation. It's typically body weight. We're sticking to one weight at a time throughout the whole exercise. So don't ever let someone try to trick you into believing you got to go to the gym. You got to have a nice weight set, a variation of weights. No, that's BS. You got dudes just using body weight and bands like this, getting jacked, getting swole. It's about the mind. It's about having that discipline. That's what it's all about, discipline. Let's get back on there. Rear delts. Slightly move this. Should be good. Check your balance on the resistance if you're using the bands. Make sure there's not more weight on one side than the other. So, rear delt extension. I went over 16, but guess what? I kept going till I felt that pump. You can keep going up the reps if you have to. If you only got one band, one kind of resistance, one weight, keep going. We're about being efficient over here. That's why I say 8 reps, 16 reps at the most. But I only say that because you got people who want to make up an excuse. Oh, I don't want to do too many reps. Okay, well, we set up a number for you. But ultimately, sometimes you don't have a choice but to do more reps. I don't mind doing more reps. All right, 45-second rest. We're back at it. Rear delt extension. That's 16. If you're keeping up with your pump, not letting it go all the way, you should be going down each set. You should be going down in reps for each set. Make sure y'all get that alkaline water in you. No BS. You gotta love yourself. If you love yourself, you're gonna take care of yourself. If you take care of yourself, you're gonna take care of your health. And what does that have to do with? Working out every day, eating right every day. No exceptions. So 2 more sets. Rear delt extensions. Then we're gonna go to side delt raises. Some call it lateral raises, some call it side delt raises. We're working out the side delts. 2 more sets of these rear. Remember, if you got to do more reps, just do the more reps. Typically, you're going to have to do that with calisthenics. You're going to get used to your body weight at some point. It doesn't mean you've got to hit the bench or go to super heavy weight. No. Now you got to crank out more reps. And then when you get more stronger, more powerful, you got to crank out more reps. That's just how it goes. Again, you got people in that lazy mind state that they got to have a weight so heavy they only want to do 8 reps. That's lazy. You should be doing the extra reps. You should be doing high reps. Let's go. 2 more sets. And if y'all don't like high reps, boy, this is not for you because you guys are going to hate leg day. That's all we do on leg day, high reps. None of that 4 to 8 rep bullshit. No, we don't do that over here. We don't do that. We don't do that. We're building discipline over here. Get down on it. One. Rear delt extension. Let's go. 3, 4, 5. Try not to come all the way down. Proper range of motion on these. So one more set. Around that 45-second marker. Let's try to get back down as soon as possible. Finish off that last set strong while having a minor pump. All right, let's get back down. Finish up strong. Try to do 8 to 12 reps. Maybe 14. Alright, so from here, we're going to do shoulder flies or side lateral raises, however you want to call them. Side delt raises. A lot of people call them shoulder flies. I'm going straight to the 50 band. So about 25 pounds of resistance on each side. You don't need a lot of weight. For your delt flies. You don't need a lot of weight for your shoulder flies. Get back on it. Make sure you're balanced out when it comes to your bands. Not having too much of weight on one side than the other. Cross them over. Let me just double check real quick. That feels about balanced. Quick little water break. I'm talking. Few sets of these, then we'll finish up our arm workout for the day. So again, today's arm workout, and typically it'll always be like this. For arms, we're hitting biceps. We're gonna blast, we're gonna massacre, we're gonna murder the biceps, rear and mid delts. Okay. First day workout is chest. which was 2 days ago. This is 4 days split over here. So day one, chest. We're also hitting front delts that day. So we're not hitting front delts today. All right. That should be sore if you went proper on that day. And we're also hitting triceps, of course, if it's chest day. Then the very next day is back. On back, we hit our lats, our traps, the rest of our back muscles, including triceps. We do skull crushers. Second day. Today is arm day. So the day after back day, we're not going to hit triceps. We already hit triceps the first day and the second day. So all that's left for arms is biceps, mid, and rear delts. That's why we're just doing biceps, mid, and rear delts on arm day. Tomorrow, day 4 for the split, heavy legs or high rep leg day. And then we're going to recycle it. So in 4 days, and basically in a whole week or in 8 days, you're able to hit each muscle group of your body twice. That's the goal. Resistance training for each muscle group of your entire anatomy at least twice a week. That's the set goal we're supposed to be having. I don't want to hear no excuses. Everyone's got 15 to 25 minutes a day. Let's get to it. Shoulder fly. Let's go. 90-degree angle where your elbows are. 90-degree angle from forearm to shoulder. Let's get it. Raising straight to the side. Do what you can. I got my number set, or at least now I do. Around 15 to 16. I think that's 4, 5, 6. You can slow it down on these. You don't gotta go fast. Slow it down. Maximize your gains. Maximize that blood flow. Maximize your pump. Slow it down. And side raises. And shoulder flies. I'm even feeling some trap action on that one. I'm feeling my traps getting work on that, boy. That's why I love these bands. Dumbbells aren't always good for everything at this point. I'm convinced that the resistance bands are better. You just got to find the proper weight. They got heavy duty, high quality bands now where they don't rip for the most part. And you can put on some serious weight. You can put on serious resistance. So it's up to you. I did both. For my body, my anatomy, resistance bands gives me a better pump. I wouldn't have gotten the pump I just got right now from doing dumbbells, whether shoulder flyers or rear delt extensions. I can't get the pump I get unless I'm doing these resistance tubes, these bands. It's that simple. It might be different for y'all, but for me, I'm telling you what it is. And I know I'm not the only one, so let's try to keep it 30 seconds to 45 seconds in between sets. Let's get back on it. You do typically from rear delt extension to your shoulder flies, your delt flies, you're going to drop weight drastically because you have less strength from your rear to mid delts. So I'm using a lot lighter weight. We went from 80 pounds or about 40 pounds on each side to 50 pounds, so about 25, almost 15 pounds in resistance. A 15-pound difference of resistance. Let's get to it. So again, be careful with your mid delt being weaker. It's easier to cause injury, so be careful. Go low weight, go low resistance. Set a number in your head. Do what you can. Go slow. Do not yank. Do not jerk. No fast action on this. Straight, slow, and steady. 4. 5. Going straight out from the side. Straight out. 4. 1. I did 12. Which is a good range for size and lean mass. Just if necessary, we're going to get right back to it after a good 45. I got maybe 3 more sets, and then we'll call it a night. Hopefully y'all can still see me. If the lighting's bad, I apologize. We'll try to get this next time before the sun goes down. All right, let's get back to it. Straight out. Straight out. Where your mid delts are, imagine it in your head, contracting straight outwards, lifting your shoulders straight up and out, slowly. Get that blood flow to your delts. Three more. 2 more sets of that. We'll call it a night. When you build nice delts, that's one of the sexiest parts of your body for men and women. The front, mid, and rear delts. You got 3 main muscle groups of your deltoid muscles, your shoulder muscles. If you can make a nice round ball, you're good to go. Does take effort though. Make sure your form is proper. Make sure your weight, your resistance is correct. All right, 2 more sets. Let's make these count. Try not to let go of that pump. As soon as that pump's about to go away, get back down on that set. Let's get right to it. Straight up and out from your mid delt, up and outwards. No other way around it. Lightweight. You don't need much here, especially when you're going slow. Full range of motion. Full range of motion on these. Do as I do. 3 more. One more set. You should feel the burn. If you ain't feeling the burn by now, you're doing something really wrong. for this next set, this last set. If you're not feeling that burn, you got to do those extra reps. It's that simple. There's no way around it. A lot of people, they don't like calisthenics. They don't like using body weight or lightweight because they're forced to, in order to get a pump, to do higher reps, which is BS, because over here we got to put in the work. It doesn't matter how many reps, you got to put in the work. Don't be afraid to do high reps. Don't be lazy. The high reps is what builds solid muscle. You could lift heavy all day. Are you building solid muscle, or are you just eating all day and lifting heavy? Of course you're going to put on size. That don't mean you're strong. That don't mean you're truly powerful. Being fast and strong, having speed and strength, which is more important than just having one or the other. You could be fast, but be weak. And you can be strong, but be slow. You want both. We're power building over here. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Best of both worlds. Balance. For a false balance and abomination to the Lord. In life, you must find balance, or you're nothing without it. Arms, shoulders, up and out. Lateral flies, delt flies, shoulder flies, whatever you want to call them. You're going up and outwards. Slow, lightweight, light resistance, typically higher rep. That's just how it's done, building these shoulders, building these mid delts, to be specific. This is the proper way it's done. You go too heavy, you're going to tear your muscles. You're going to injure yourself. Don't do that. You're defeating the purpose at that point. We're trying to prevent injury while maximizing our gains. Let's get it. 3 more set reps. That's it for the day. So this is Daily Training Live. Back at it every single day. Non-stop. Keeping it pushing, keeping it going. Just show up. Just press play. Don't be in your head about it. Just show up. And that's all that matters. That's all that counts. If it ever comes down to where you're on your deathbed, you at least know that there is nothing else you could have done in this life. You showed up, you pressed play, and you did your best. If you didn't do your best, you tried your best, and that's all that matters. I'll see y'all later. Right at the hour marker. Let's go.